Hi, today I have one espresso machine, Rancilio Silvia, which was brought to me by a customer who didn't use it for a long time, and he wanted to be sure that everything is clean and the machine is working properly. So it requires maintenance, cleaning. I already descaled the machine by using descaler, descal, 1 liter water, run it through the machine, leave it there for half an hour. But when you descale the machine this way, the sediment from the boiler and the heating element, the limestone goes down into the boiler like a sediment, and sometimes if it's disturbed it can go to the three-way valve and clog it, because it has very tiny hole, less than a millimeter, and if the larger pieces limestone go there, it will clog the three-way valve, or it can get in your milk when you froth. So I decided to open the boiler, check what is the sediment inside, what is the condition of the heating element, and clean it manually, everything inside what is left after the descaling. So we'll start with removing the top cover, unscrewing the 4 screws, It's a good idea, if you are not familiar with the wiring of the machine, to label the connectors with using a marker, and starting from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 down there, and then you can take picture and know where to connect it after assembling it back. It's easier to work if you remove the back plate and the back cover, so you have more room to work around the boiler. So we'll start like from there. You need long screwdriver, loosen these 2 screws on top. No need to unscrew it completely. And for the back cover, you have 1 screw down there. Sometimes it's hard to unscrew it. Just loosen it, don't unscrew it completely. To disconnect the hose from the pump, you need wrench 13, and down there I think it's 10. Some water will come from there, so use paper towel. This machine is quite rusty, the frame is rusted. If you don't want to remove the boiler completely from the frame, you can work like this. Just unscrew these 6 screws and remove the wiring and the boiler will come off. But in this case I'll remove it completely from the frame. I want to check also the frame, how it's rusted. Does it need to be fixed somehow by sanding it and painting it? So let's start with removing the cables. I will fix these insulations on the connectors later with shrink tubing. I have video in my account how to do it. Now the boiler is free from this connector here, the hose from the pump, the cabling, and you need just to unscrew 6 screws. Sometimes if you had leak from the boiler gasket, these screws are rusted and it will be very hard to unscrew. Some of them may break and it's a big pain to fix it. So you can apply some WD-40 here or thin oil to loosen them, or take some let's say this type of screw driver and hammer it a little bit so to wiggle the screws, and they will get loosened and it's easier to unscrew. I've opened this machine before, so I'm pretty sure it will go easier this time. So what I do is use hex key, long one, to go on top of the boiler, and if it's hard you just get some adjustable wrench like this, and yes, this went easy. But before that, because there is still water in the boiler, you can use this hole here to drain the boiler by putting the machine upside down. So I drained the boiler through this hole here and some sediment came out. I'll open it first here, attached to the frame of the machine, and then I'll remove the brew head. You can see the screw. Be careful with this washer here. Don't lose it. Now we can remove the boiler. how it looks after descaling. Probably needed some more. And down there is some sediment, and some is left here. You can finish like this just by cleaning this part here, replacing the gasket, scraping everything which is not dissolved by the descaler, and close the boiler. But in this machine, I'll remove the brew head from the frame and the front to see also the three-way valve which is there. So I'll continue. This is the three-way valve. Remember how the wires are connected. The white is in the front. It doesn't matter really, but to disassemble the three-way valve is easier when it's attached to the brew head. So get one big wrench. I don't remember what size it is, 22 or 24. I use adjustable. Pretty clean, but I'll use Cafisa to clean it. And this is the hole where the water for the coffee passes, and after descaling, this hole here gets sometimes some large piece of scale from limestone, scale from the boiler, and it gets clogged and you don't have enough water for the coffee. You have to be very careful not to damage this shiny surface here, because you can clean this part in Cafisa and use toothpick, very soft wood, nothing metal, to clean this hole here, because if you damage this surface you'll get leak in your drip tray. The valve won't close properly. This is the part which is in contact with that surface. If it's damaged, it won't close properly. Wow, this It's been a long time since this shower is cleaned. Needs soaking in kefisa, or if it's not possible, use oven cleaner. Is the most aggressive cleaner for oily parts. So oven cleaner will do this, or replace it with a new one. Wow, this part also is gross. Needs cleaning. And now replace the brew head gasket. It's very hard when you poke it like this with the screwdriver. It is very hard and it doesn't seal properly probably. To remove the brew head from the frame, also the front needs to come off. This thing, first you have to loosen 2 screws here. One is easier, the other one is there under the, let me see, under these cables. So you have to go a little bit on angle like this and loosen it. There are 4 screws here also holding the front to the frame. It's good to have magnetized screwdriver and go through this hole here. And take the screw, it will fall down. Also you have to pull the steam knob out. Yep. This is how the front will stay attached to the cables. Okay, so now I have to remove the brew head from the frame. Use wrench 10 and unscrew it. To remove the brew head cover, need to unscrew these 2 screws. Now I have to clean this part. After cleaning, this is how the parts look, using descaler, kefisa and oven cleaner. Now we need to put new gasket and assemble everything. Later, when it's on the machine, I'll tighten this harder. New brew head gasket. It goes into the brew head with the sign and the Rancilio logo. A and Rancilio logo goes in. Be sure that the gasket is in the groove. The surface has to be very clean. It's a good idea to put some lubricant on the screws, so next time if you need to open the boiler it will be much easier. Don't tighten the screws completely down, to align a little bit the rest if you cannot put them in the threading. And this one has the ground connectors for 2 wires, so it will be installed when the boiler is on the frame. Be careful when you attaching the 3-way valve to the brew head. These 2 O-rings should match the holes which are here in the brew head, otherwise it will leak. or it won't work properly. Don't over tighten this nut. It's enough just to keep it straight. It's a little bit loose. magnetized screwdriver helps to keep the screws and insert them. When it's time to fill the boiler with water, disconnect one of the connectors for the heating element, but be sure that it's not touching anything and you don't touch it. Power the machine, put one empty cup under the steam wand, open the valve and press hot water button. Wait until the boiler is full and steady water comes out of the steam wand. It takes a little bit of time. Yeah, wait until the air is clear and stop. Close the valve. Power off the machine and disconnect it from the outlet. This is how it looks after arranging the cables. I move this to the right side so it won't touch the heating element connectors. I think like this is better, and it's time to close the machine. And the machine is almost done. Tested it with blind baskets under pressure. The pressure is good. There is no leak anywhere. Everything is clean, even the portafilter is like new. 2 gaskets replaced, boiler gasket, and the brew head gasket is like a plastic. It's very hard and didn't seal. Now it has the new type of gasket, silicone one. It's soft and lasts much longer than these old ones. The machine is ready to be used now, and probably it will last another 5 years without any problems, and then it needs again with proper maintenance, descaling, cleaning, and proper use. This machine will last. I have one which is 30 years old. It's Audrey, Miss Rancilio Audrey, the white one. It's 30 years old. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like my videos, ask me any questions if you need help with repairs. I have more than 18 years of repairing these machines experience. Thank you. Bye.